At the end of the day, you're not going to make profit where you got a whole business full of juniors where you're spending all your time training them, okay, and you think you've saved money, but everyone gets paid the same. But you're paying them in the investment you're putting in them rather than in dollars, and it's a lot cheaper to pay people more dollars when they ROI and pay you more in actually the value they bring.
In the accounting world, how many months do you think it takes to get a junior up to like an autonomous scratch?
48 months
It's
to
years.
Wow.
60 months.
And then they leave you after what, 3 years potentially, and you're like,
Well, if a junior leaves anywhere in the first 3 years, you've made no
You're at a
money
loss.
on them.
Yeah.
The first 3 years. So it's a profession. So in a professional service, when you go sitting with an accountant and you pay them $500 to $1,000 an hour for advice, you're not paying them because it costs $1,000 for them to be there. You're paying them because they've got 20 years of experience under their belt, learning exactly every structure, every tax law, the way things work. You can't get a junior to a senior position in anywhere, like, for two reasons. One, the time it takes to learn everything in the industry and to see all the scenarios play out in real life. And two, their maturity level. You bring in someone at 18 years old, 19, 20, 21, I don't care who they are, I don't care how smart they are. There's something that is to be said for the maturity of being around an industry for 10 years. Have someone in the industry for 10 years, I don't care if their IQ is 50 or 150, they're still going to produce better than someone who's 18, 19 years old, even if they're a genius, because there's just that industry experience being around clients, being around scenarios that is irreplaceable.